Hi folks, and welcome to the 17th of September 1862, where we are going to refight the bloodiest day in American military history, the Battle of Antietam, or the Battle of Sharpsburg, as the South called it. Let's jump in and take a look at this. This is the culmination of General Lee's 1862 invasion of Maryland. As the Union, we're going to have to do better than McClellan did historically. It was pretty much... You can maybe call this a Union victory historically, because in the sense that the South withdrew. By the end of the first day, or really the only day of major fighting, it was a stalemate. The Union had taken slightly more casualties. It was a bloody battle. The Confederates were still there and hadn't been beaten, but they did withdraw. And McClellan, the Union commander, missed a wonderful opportunity to have maybe destroyed the army. But of course, his overcaution led to... well, a lack of action. There are reasons for his overcaution. We might talk about those in the battle. So it looks like we're going to have to deploy our 3 corps that we have where we think we're going to want them. So the major fighting is going to be on the Confederate left and centre. And this was historically a less engaged action, but it was also quite critical. We're going to put the 3rd Corps into the right and the 2nd Corps in the centre and the 1st Corps over here. If we'd gone down the military organization tree in the career, we could have actually ended up with more brigades and more corps, I think, by this point, if we put all the points into it. But, I mean, we're going to have to hope that this is enough. So, General Robert E. Lee entered the state of Maryland on September the 3rd, 1862. His intention is to take the war into Union territory. We cannot allow that. We move to intercept Lee. That sounds like it's a little bit about the rest of the campaign, more than this particular battle. Let's jump in, and you'll see very soon what we have to deal with. The Confederates have chosen to face our army near the town of Sharpsburg. The nearest bridge to the town will probably be very well defended. Act with caution. Most likely the Confederates have their right flank anchored here. That'll be the stone bridge that historically Burnside's corps attacked over. What we've got in the north. This looks like a big battlefield. We can cross Antietam Creek using several other passages, but there is danger of Confederate ambush or an artillery bombardment from the nearby hills. Oh, this is a big battlefield. Is it going to give us it all at once? I doubt it. I think it's going to fight it in sections. Safest route to the town of the Confederate defensive line is from the north. From here, we can launch our first assault in safety. It's going to show us the Dunker Church, I'm guessing. The rebels have possibly hidden forces behind this hill, so we may need to secure it first. I have a feeling we might be able to rush it with superior forces. Confederate infantry has been detected hiding in these woods. Confederate lines probably stretch through these woods to the east. The area around the church commands their left flank and centre. This is the sunken lane here, right? Reconnaissance found that the Confederate centre holds the sunken road and is heavily defended with several artillery batteries. And this is the town of Sharpsburg here. What's going on down here? The town is covered all the way to the west by the Potomac River. If we manage to block this road, the Confederates will be cut off from their reinforcements and we'll have chances to surround and completely destroy them. Now, isn't that the dream? Now where are we going? Back up. This is a big battlefield. Our divisions are preparing to attack at dawn. Brace yourself, General. It is going to be a hard fight. First attack wave will advance south. These woods are defended by Confederate infantry. Their numbers are unknown. Be a good idea to secure this hill, which can become a dangerous artillery platform for the Confederates. I think we're going to go all out on that to start with. Our main goal is to capture the Dunker Church area, which will allow excuse me, our forces to further advance towards the town and the Confederate centre. The rebel positions are going to be reinforced continuously from the south, so we need to act fast and gain the momentum. It's given us a lot of battle notes for this one. If you meet stiff resistance, General, you're advised to establish a strong defensive position and wait for the rest of our forces, which will arrive in about 2 hours. I think that's talking about the rebel counterattack that is probably going to come. So what's it giving us to start with? Infantry brigades. Okay, we see a good bunch of our guys in there. And shall I drop out that artillery for the rifled artillery? On the attack? I think that's not a bad idea, actually. So we're going to put Ben's... can we put those in, please? Ben's battery? How do we do that? I should be able to do that from here. I've done it before. Place, remove, select. Okay, so we're not... Can we just... There we go. We got them in. And then we've just got brigades of infantry. I think that's what we need. There's no room for cavalry in this. We will get reinforcements. Okay. We should probably start near the front so we can get straight into the fighting here. Deploying skirmishers. We'll advance on a broad front, I think. And the artillery will bring up the rear. There's your famous commander there. Right, start the battle. Hit pause. Let's go take a look. So we're looking over the northern part of the battlefield. There's the Dunker Church. Where's the famous cornfield that was fought over? I think, is it further south? There was if you want to read, you should read the account of this battle. It is quite harrowing. Or go and watch History Gone Wilder's videos on it. He should have a good series on this. Okay, let's start. Let's move in. I guess I kind of need a general advance. Let's go this way and see what we find. Let's also get some skirmishers out. The McCrackens. The St. McCrackens on that flank. Badger's men. These are veteran brigades. You guys have been with me a long time. Let's see if we can get them all out. Of course, we're going to need to have a little look at what's in those woods ahead of us. There's likely to be some trouble. But what we kind of want to do is try and get some forces out and capture this position early if we can. Which I probably should have gone ahead. Do you know what? I think we're going to just put the artillery down there and let's bring supplies and everything up and let's go a little bit faster. We attack at... I thought that was 1:55 in the morning. I thought that is an early daybreak. What? No, it is 5:30 a.m. A far more sensible time for starting such a ruckus. Don't you agree? So if I bring my skirmishers through there, we're starting to see evidence of the rebels ahead. I'm going to go and put some skirmishers down there. Let's see. At the moment, we've got cavalry and play. We've got a load of stuff coming in. Let's get some infantry to the base of this woods here and stop there. That's close enough. What we would like to see. Let's go and shoot the hell out of that cavalry. Let's bring these guys down. Let's get the artillery up right in the middle of this field. And let's bring in some supplies as well. Skirmishers take the farm. Fire! Open fire! Nice. Let's see actually if we can get you guys in a little bit quicker. We've just got cavalry facing us. Oh, if we can flank the cavalry. I don't really want them to catch my artillery. It's okay, they're coming in for a shot. That's okay. That's okay. That we can live with. What have we got down here? We are meeting some serious enemy numbers here, actually. Into the farm, please. Okay, let's just hold them up there because I think we can get this position here. Out to the farm if we can, boys. Don't know if I want to rush in down this flank too quickly, but at the same time, the Frisian volunteers. Let's move them over there. I think we could possibly get a very nice... Hang on, skirmishers down there. Oh, we got reinforcements coming in. This is excellent. Let's get some cavalry down there. And we've got some sharpshooters. I want them on that side. Nice. Let's get these guys in. Probably I'm going to put them here. Okay, there's a rebel brigade, Stark brigade coming in hot there. Just going to pull the skirmishers back to the brigade so they don't block them or anything like that. Washington's men are, of course, armed with the carbine. Can we get you in the woods? Can we get you in the woods? That's looking good already. We've taken this position, which is excellent. Right, no need to run now, fellas. Badger's men, you've done an excellent job. We will advance like that. Actually, we'll advance like that. It's considerably better. We're holding that position there. Do we want to go ploughing through? I think we want to go ploughing through for this church that's down here. Let's go and see what we've got in front of us. And also, let's bring up some... I mean, I'm going to put the artillery here. It says it's a good artillery position. I think there might be a counter-attack over there, you know. I honestly do. Let's come in. Can we see what's hiding there? I think they're holding this entire line here. Right, we want to be able... That's routed. Nice. That's very nice. Let's make sure you come up with the artillery. Barebox men needs to advance. I've got you advancing kind of vulnerably in the open there, which is not great. Come on, let's move. Come on, guys. Shift along now. We've got to see what's in front of us. Stuart's cavalry. Oh, we can probably do that. Oh, okay. We've found Baerbock on the double. On the double. Into those woods now. Open fire. Stonewall Brigade out in the open. I don't know if that's such a sensible position. Let's draw those skirmishes in like that. I'm going to dismount the cavalry because I don't want them getting caught and blasted. Yep, cavalry charging in against formed infantry brigades. I don't think that's going to go well for them. Let's bring the guys down. I feel like I should leave some skirmishers over there. Cascade cannons. I could bring them over. We've got some good brigades coming through. We should be able to really pummel these guys. Oh, we've run slap bang into a brigade over here. Yeah, that's not good. I'm just going to move Toll's brigade over on the double quick and bring Frangus's battery up. Put them behind over there. Alex's brigade, the Yorkshire Volunteers, Jedi skirmishers are going to not withdraw exactly, but rejoin their main unit. And we need to get in here and see where the enemy are, because at the moment we are running blind. Okay, keep running down, fellas. Keep running down. Skirmishers forwards. Do you not want to move? I'm reluctant to move. Can't say I blame them. Right, we could do with someone over there, for sure. Oh, we found the mounted... Oh, sorry, not the mounted. Munford's cavalry over here. Okay, let's give them some punishment over there. Thompson's sharpshooters off to the flank. Toll's brigade, get in, but you don't need to run. The Ohioans are coming back. We've got artillery falling behind. These defending a flipping picket fence. They shouldn't be that great a defensive line, in my humble opinion. Oh, Baerbock's men should go in here. Nice. We've turned away Stark's brigade. Frisian volunteers, get them back in. You get them back in there. Do I want to advance across there? I think I do. I think I want to do. I'm going to go and charge them. Well, not exactly charge them. Oh, Badger skirmishers taking a bit of a slap there. It's okay. I think we're fine. Ben's battery, move up. Cascade cannons, move up. We've got quite a flanking manoeuvre coming on down here, in fact. Better than I expected. So the first line has gone. Let's get the second line through there. On the double, the first line can have a little bit of a rest. Just a little bit of a rest. I'm going to move skirmishers along. We've just hit another enemy artillery battery, which is excellent. Baerbock's men are on the charge now. They're going for it. We've captured some dudes. Excellent. Right, we want to go in. Actually, we want to go in like... No, we don't. We want to go in like that. That's it. And I'm going to put them on the double. I don't think there's anything down here, but we're going to move our skirmishers forward to guard this edge. Meanwhile, the artillery's going to come down. And I really could do with something... I would be much happier having something guarding our flank and watching this, you know. I would be much happier about this. The Ohio Outlaws... You'll do absolutely fine. I just want to be able to see. So we've got Frangus's battery, which is now falling behind. Bring them up. Do we have any more artillery over here? Come on, fellas. Advance. Hit the next one. Toll's brigade, move in. Oh, wow. Washington's... See, our dragoons, if you like, on this side are doing some really nice work down here. And this is absolutely where we want our sharpshooters with our Sharps rifles. Come on, boys. You need to move up. You need to move up. No lingering in the back. No dawdling in the rear. Just move in and just blast the hell out of them. Right. Flanking fire. The Stonewall Brigade should go down. Just be careful with these. Right, on the double. I'm going to leave some skirmishers here. Cannons, these cannons can move in. Ben's battery. Have you taken casualties? No. Just we didn't really fully strengthen it from before. which is fine. It looks like our attack is rolling through like a juggernaut here, which is fantastic. Yep, the Yorkshire Volunteers have been driven back. This is a stronger position than I anticipated. I need some more units on this flank, and I need them fast. Come on, I want that battery destroyed. Let's run you in there on the double and get you in quick. Excellent. We are driving things off. That is a lot of firepower coming in. I don't like standing out in the open field to do this, but I mean... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Bear box men are going to be in the thick of the fight here. Let's make sure our erstwhile commander is there supporting them. Somebody's come on down here. That was unexpected. Right, they did warn us that this might be a thing. Get Badger skirmishers over here now. Let's turn these boys around. The artillery's in the perfect position to absolutely nail them, so Early's brigade is on the run. That's perfect. The Yorkshire Regiment. Do you know what? The Yorkshire Regiment's going to go over here and hold this place. They can do the rest, and they can get there steadily. Brilliant. Keep coming up with new fresh troops. Actually, I think we can probably occupy that area. We want to get the skirmishers around where we can. Toll's brigade's going to do some good work down there. What's this? Get flanking firing into that. Come on, Alex's men. Chris Pinckney's brigade. Jedi's brigade. Frisian volunteers on the flank. Bearbrock brigade, get in there. Get in there, boys. The McCrackens are going to hold this entire region up. Oh, wow. Okay. On the flank over there. Well, it looks like these boys have suddenly got themselves some more work to do. So I'm going to move them in over here. We're going to move a bit more steadily, though. We don't need to be running. I just need to watch out the Laws Brigade doesn't suddenly... Come on, there's an opportunity here. There's a big opportunity here. There are fleeing men down there. Our sharpshooters are not doing a great job. Sadly, not really been able to get them into fantastic positions. Get rid of that. We do not want that artillery battery on that flank. I think we're probably going to be okay for this. I'm going to move these guys back in. The Frisian volunteers want to come flanking down with skirmishers. The Stonewall Brigade? Oh no, they didn't charge. They've just tried to occupy this this fence here. But I think they're going to take such a pasting going in there that they're probably going to very soon regret that. Let's have the Ohio Outlaws round the back and bring up some artillery, which keeps falling back. That's fine. We have enough troops over here to really sort of hold this nice and safe. Or do we? Do we? By God, do we? Right, let's go and put you guys over there. And I am going to run you in. Attack the sunken road. Oh, okay. Are we piling on down? We didn't get to the church. The first wave revealed the Confederate intention to hold their line and defend the town. Now we can send the rest of our forces down the valley. Dunker Church must be held to clear the left flank of the Confederates. We're going to get rid of that. That's fine. Sunken Road is an important position. The rebels will probably defend it with strong forces. We should advance and push them away. Ah, we have forces waiting on this side of the river. We can use them to harass the Confederate right flank. I wonder if that's the what was Burnside's corps. According to reconnaissance, the rebels have more forces available. Act with caution. We don't know if they're held in reserve or still en route from Harper's Ferry. General, act with caution. As McClellan did. To be fair to McClellan, he was a general of very cautious nature anyway. But the head of the Union Intelligence Service was Alan Pinkerton, who later after the war went on to set up the Pinkerton Detective Agency. And yes, folks, if you have played Red Dead Redemption, it is that Pinkerton Detective Agency. He was a sort of a self-styled detective and intelligence expert. He'd often go undercover to find out information about the rebel forces. However, the information he fed McClellan during the Peninsula Campaign and this campaign was widely inaccurate. He over-reported the size of Confederate forces. Whether this was mistaken, whether he did it on purpose because he knew General McClellan wanted to hear of these things, he knew McClellan was prone to caution and wanted... Maybe he was just saying what McClellan wanted to hear. I don't know. People have argued either way. People have argued that it was McClellan who interpreted these reports incorrectly, but McClellan always believed he was vastly outnumbered, when the opposite was nearly always the case. So McClellan was cautious and did hold some of his army back and didn't commit the whole lot when he could have crushed General Lee, because he actually believed, or at least he said he believed afterwards, maybe this was justification for his inaction, that he was outnumbered. But it did fit in with his very cautious nature. So what we want to do is this the stone bridge, or was that further down? This is 3rd Corps here, isn't it? Yeah, it is, because these are the guys who aren't named after you. But can be if you want to volunteer. So in reality, Burnside asked about for most of the day, trying to fight across this stone bridge, which was only lightly defended, when in reality, most of the length of this creek could be forded. And if he'd bothered to send regiments or scouts to check, he could have got across this and had a far bigger impact on the battle earlier in the day. But he didn't. We will hear about General Burnside and his amazing side whiskers, which are sideburns. They're actually named after General Burnside. There you go, a bit of trivia for you. But we'll see him again later in this game and this war. So we want to get across here. I'm going to line everything up, ready for a mad rush across, because I think this is what it's going to take. So let's make sure we've got artillery on here ready to pound it out. I don't know. Can we just... No, we just can't go across. So the game's not letting us. But we're going to pile up ready for a huge rush. So do we have... It was saying about reinforcements coming on. What we need to do is... Well, watch out that we don't get a load of stuff flanking us up here for a start. There is going to be a counterattack across here, which means I think we want to bring our guns to bear. And at this point, I think it's safe to bring the Yorkshires down to hold the flank, which is fine. I will leave one set of skirmishers up there, and Hampton's men can retreat somewhere up there. Have we actually recaptured 2? We've captured the Stonewall Brigade. Wow, that would be quite the coup, I think. Let's put them behind the line somewhere. If we'd actually captured them, that would be quite something. So what we need to do is make sure that we are getting these guys involved in here. Come on, we need to actually push in with everything and break this position and take the church. On this side, however, we're going to have to be a little bit careful and just make sure that we're just sniping away at these. We're going to have to watch out. Toll's brigade wants to come down. We do have the Ohio Outlaws minus their skirmishers coming down to support this area. So that should be okay. And I think at that point, we're good to go. There's a lot of stuff just happened all at once. Here they come. Right then, Baerbock, get up there. You're going to have to go on the double because there is an attack coming in right now. So if we can get Badger's men on the flank, I did put the St. McCrackens over here because they are doing some fine work flanking these units, which is excellent news for us. Things are crumbling away nicely over here. Right, we need to get across this bridge now. We don't know what's going to be on the other side, but this is the time to move. And we can hope we can maybe outflank this position, which would be fantastic. So our skirmishers want to be over there. We do not want, and we're going to bring the Ohio Outlaws on the double and charging down there. This is great news. Come on, bring these brigades up. Toll's brigade move up, and we can support this as well. Move in and attack Douglas. Actually, come in there. That's a better angle. You guys get in the woods and flank. Okay, so they should be in about range. We'll turn that off. We're going to get you guys on the flank. You guys on there, and Douglas is gone. He's just gone. Washington's Rangers. That's okay. Stop. There's stuff coming in that we don't want to deal with here. This is now a general advance. Go on, Baerbock's men still doing a fantastic job over here. On this side, okay, so the Cascade Cannons and Ben's Battery, the artillery is making its presence felt. Ben's Battery, target that enemy artillery battery. I think the St. McCrackens can probably go forward, as can Badger's men. And we'll leave the Yorkshires in here. Tired as they are, you don't need to run now, boys. It's okay, you've done the running. Running stage is over now. Oh, something caught the St. McCrackens light companies over there. Rough. That was rough. Right, Bear Bot, get to the bottom of here. Jedi, get to the bottom of here. In the woods. Anything over here? No, this is good. Okay. So let me get these 3 brigades. Like that. You're going to see some action over here pretty soon, fellas. Let's get some artillery in the mix as well. And Curtin's brigade, who are actually armed with captured Mississippi rifles. Just shoot that brigade right now as they come in there. Adams' brigade won't have a great effect because sadly, I think they are armed with smoothbores. But it is what it is. Right, okay, this is good news. So let's move the sharpshooters out here. We want them on the flank, really. I think we can probably... Let's get this battery of artillery up where it's going to be effective. Tall's brigade wants to move in. Absolutely. Several rebel attacks trying to really push hard in down here. Let's move up. Volunteers can come up. And this flank is... Oh, this flank might be about to find something nasty. Let's just pull back. St. Krakens. Okay. Aim that way. You guys aim that way. We will catch them in a crossfire. Just move in and try and knacker that thing, please, because I don't see why we should be taking artillery fire from that unnecessarily. Contested Donkey's Church. That's okay. Capture the sunken road, which we have time for. The enemy are in a state of rout over here, which is excellent. We're going to outflank this position. This position is about to go. So let's move on up and get these guys over here. Time to go on the double. You don't need to go on the double. You're fine. These are much smaller artillery batteries. They were just using up some spare weapons that we had in our armories in the 3rd Corps. 3rd Corps is a lot weaker than the other 2 corps. It's a corps in the making, if you like. Right, let's move down. This actually looks like quite a tricky fight unless we can outflank it, which we might be able to. So let's get that gone to start with. Oh god, there's okay, Frisian volunteers on this flank, I think. Over there. Yeah, there's some quite heavy attacks coming in. Let's just get you guys down. I think it's an opportunity to move in. And I think what we need is Ben's artillery over there. And I'm going to move Badger's brigade forward a little bit as well, because the fighting is shifting in this direction for sure. Right, can you actually see anything to snipe at? I think with the range on these things... Does it tell me what the range is? 450. I think I can possibly outrange those, so we're going to try it. Oh god, we've taken quite a pasting over here. Yep, we're taking quite a pasting. It's okay, one guy's running off. Can you just start sniping away? I think you're pretty safe, so we're going to just leave you sniping to try and draw those out before we get the rest of this engaged. Also, I do not want the cavalry on that side, so let's pull them out of there, and we put Alex's brigade into the line there, and then we pull forward. Whoa, we're taking some hits here, but we need to hold the line and find an opportunity to actually push forward here. I'm just going to put these guys like that, so they're a bit safer. And over here, we're going to try flanking position from there. Can we get into the woods? Can we bring the skirmishers down? The Frisian volunteers, chase away that artillery battery, please. Please, 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 please. Right, it is time to deploy, and Bear Box going right down the middle there. This is a mess, but I think it's looking okay. So at this point, yeah, we want to go over there like that and get generally joined into the fight. This is looking better. This is looking like we're managing to chase these guys off. So let me turn the larger of the 2 batteries over, and we'll just have a bit of support going over there. Let's bring the commander up into this, and the cavalry can actually move down here. Okay, well they've come out to find us. Oh, let's get in there. Let's bring Alex's men down. Wow, okay, something just kicked off over here. It's kind of hard to watch everything all at once in this game, and I actually quite like that aspect of it. There's always some chaos kicking off. I think we need a commander over in this region. There's definitely some sort of counter-attack trying to take place. I'm tempted to bring the St. McCrackens over because I feel like they're super important to this fight. You guys are going to get nailed over there. Withdraw. Right. I think we've done enough to do that. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Bring the ammunition wagon down, please. Just going to do a tour of duty. Whoops. Can I do this? Going to do a tour of duty round the back of there to refill everybody's pouches. Oh, we have... I see. We have some problems down here. Let's move on. But we're chasing these guys off, so this is excellent. It's flanking fire that really matters. It's always flanking fire that matters. Right, bring the skirmishes in over here. The Ohio Outlaws are just taking such a pasting. Come on. Come on, boys. We need to get you in here. Shoot them. Shoot them. Shoot them guys there. Advance. It's got to be a general advance now. It has to be a general advance. I'm still a little bit wary of this flank over here. This looks a little bit sketchy to me. Oh my god. Hang on. Hang on. This is what we need. This is absolutely what we need. Right. You lot. When did these guys arrive? We're trying to do the whole thing by ourselves here. So fresh troops, yes? Bring them up. Bring everything up to here. What have we got? We've got a whole new... Oh, God. This could be the difference. Bring them up to here, and then we've got something... If there is a counterattack, we've got something on that flank to stop it. God damn. I fancy missing all of that stuff. We've got some new... some new sharpshooters, which are going to be useful. Where are my cavalry? Curtin's men have gone charging across there, but they're chasing away enemy brigades, so that's fine. Sharpshooters are picking up some nice kills, and they've driven them off, which is excellent. Tall's brigade are going backwards, and Frangus's battery is running out of ammo, despite not having been terribly effective in the whole thing. Tall's brigade's taking a run in the wrong direction, I think. Okay, I can't see these guys standing up to this sort of firepower. I just can't. Let's go and hit the Texas Brigade next. We know we've got reinforcements coming down there, which is excellent. Our guys are struggling a little bit. We're facing some big forces over here. Okay, let's put the skirmishers into the line. Can we actually get involved here? That is a strange deployment of those guys over there. Right, let's find out. It's okay, reinforcements are coming. We do have time to do this. We're doing this, that artillery is advanced right up there, but now, wow, look at that. Close range fire from 12-pounders. Canister fire, it's brutal stuff. I can't see Pryor's brigade having a whole lot of success there, except that Chris Pinckney's brigade seems to be advancing to meet it. But maybe we just don't have the position to actually get things. Are we blocking each other? We might be blocking each other. Come on, we need Baerbock's brigade back in this. Dee's brigade, welcome. Welcome to the fight for the first time. Sean's, Clemens. We're gonna do that and get you guys positioned over there. Badger's brigade moving in. See if we can get into these buildings down here. So our first corps is probably going to recoil, but that's okay because the second corps is going to come up and kick everyone's ass. And the third corps coming across here is kind of in a bit of a sticky position, really. They're doing quite well, though. I've got to say, I think they're doing well. Shakers, well, we've lost some men here, sadly. McGuinness, can you go and put some firepower over onto there? I don't want to tire the guys out too soon. Let's form the brigades up like this. We've got quite a good few things coming through now. Who's that one over there? Not Tall's brigade. Johansson's brigade. Come on, let's form up like this. Oh, shoot them, chaps. Those ones coming in there, coming in hot. Frank's battery are not fully reloaded, but look at that. The giant shotgun blast. Okay, they're stopped. They're stopped, and I'm just going to pull back. I think the battery might be pulling itself back, actually. I think it's in a bad state. Yeah, we've lost quite a few guns. Can I get them to fall back? Can we fall back, guys? They're not currently responding. I think they have had enough. Right then, advance. Who have we got? We've got fresh troops coming in. The Prince of Wales' own volunteers. Okay, Leonidas' brigade. Let's get the cavalry down on that flank. Let's get some artillery here. Let's get it in right where it can be effective. Nice and close. Yep, the artillery's pulling back there. That's fine. We've got fresh troops coming in. And we've got fresh artillery on this flank, so let's bring them in. Maximus's battery. Come on, we want to get you guys in and pounding away. Wow, where did the rebels get all those troops from? That's what I want to know. See if I can bring... No, I'm going to leave the cavalry right there because they are doing some decent work. Our skirmishers are doing some decent work. The Swedish Royal Guards, you better get in there. And the Durham Light Infantry. Come on, boys, you just need to get in there. The Irish Brigade, everybody just needs to get in. This should be falling. I don't understand why this isn't falling. On the double then. Go on, let's swing these fellas round here. On the double. The McCrackens are going forwards. I don't think there's anything else to come up this side. I think we're good. I'm going to put those guys in there. Clemens Brigade, come on. It's time to get in and stop playing around. Cummings Battery approaches the front. Let's get them nice and close. I'm going to put my skirmishers back to their regiments, sorry, their battalions. And we're going to see exactly what's going to go in. Solstice Shooters arrive. Jedi's Brigade could do with falling back, I think. Yeah, let's fall you guys back. It is that one. D's Brigade, take up the line. It'll be good. Oh, the Nisai Brigade, that's a new one. They are seemingly attacking without any support there. And Johansson's Brigade. Come on, it's time to get in, boys. It's time to get in. Time is not on our side. This is a brutal fight over at this side. I'm going to try and get the cavalry around here. And let's get, if we can get these guys around as well. And try and just bring them around there, out of the way. And try and get some flanking action going on. Adams Brigade, I'm going to bring them back into the fight. That's some cannons that we need up closer. Okay, we're engaging again. Here we go again. It's looking possible. Badger's men. Can you engage Walton's artillery battery down there? St. McCracken's are moving to make space. That's fine. Let's move them into the gap. Clemens boys. Sean's Brigade. Solstice Shooters, get in. D's Brigade, come on. This is where we need to apply some real pressure here. I don't want to look at the casualties we've taken. I just don't. It looks awful. I can't see there being any counterattack coming up our flank up there. I think that's going to be fine. Swedish Royal Guard, engage. Sound like Captain Picard. Engage. Right. Sharpshooters might have to fall back from this. Oh, actually, no. If you've got flanking fire to there, you go for it, boys. That'll do us some great stuff. I've got to be careful here. They are trying to attack over here very, very strongly. Adams. Put Adams in there. Who is that that's fallen back all the way up there? It's Henry's Brigade. I think an unnamed one. Let's bring them in. So we should be now starting to push this flank in. Move Dogmeat's men up. Okay, this is gone. Excellent. Barge's Brigade, get in there. Rube's Brigade, bring them in. The Durham Light Infantry, come on. It's time to move now, folks. It's time to move fast. What time of day is it? It's still morning. The Irish Brigade. We've got artillery coming up. We've got Henry's men coming in. There are things at the back. Some captured ones. The Excelsior Brigade. Oh, they're one of second corps, but they're named after a real brigade, those ones. Everything else seems to be shredded about, so that's okay. So let's get this stuff in. Actually, let's deploy skirmishers again. In both of these. Oh, your skirmishers are already absent. Right, Clemens boys. Sean's Brigade. Let's get them all in. The Solstice Shooters. At this point, we're going in, we're hitting things in the flank. We've got the thing we needed to get, so that's excellent. There just isn't the best. We just need to make sure that it is contested. We just need to hold it. Let me apply, get a better front line going here. Swedish Royal Guards coming in. Adams Brigades move to the flank. Down here, where we are facing some serious problems. Okay, let's dismount some more cavalry. And Leonidas' brigade is waiting in reserve for the possibility to do some serious hurt. I don't know quite how we're going to do this, but we're going to try. Come on, in you get. Run on in now. I think we're in an opportunity here to absolutely crush Lee's army. Some Krakens have got in, but they've taken some... Oh, I deployed their skirmish, didn't I? Okay, yeah, it's not quite as bad as it sounds then. Charge in. Well, not charge. Charge is perhaps the wrong term. Let's make sure we've got the cannons coming up, doing more hurt as much as we can, get them in nice and close. There's a lot to take care of here. A lot. Francis battery did some great work over there. I was proud of those guys. There's another brigade there. Let's get them in. Let's just get everything in now. It is time to move in and crush the enemy. I just need to be careful down here a little bit. We must what? Oh, is this the stone bridge? This is the stone bridge. Teams are able to deploy their army to counter our frontal assault. We can now attempt to pass the stone bridge. That flank. So that wasn't the stone bridge up there. My mistake. And now we've got to push on into the town. The city of Sharpsburg. I think it's a bit of a push to call it a city. Additionally, we can't allow the rebels to gain the Dunker Church area. We're going to put some tired brigades on there. Or the sunken road. Clearing the perimeter around the city will allow us to completely surround the rebel army and destroy it. Let's have a look at the new objectives that we've got. So, the Excelsior Brigade coming down here. We're not going to lose this up here. So this is not a problem. The Ohio Outlaws, from that point, I think, can probably... I'll bring them down here. There's a small chance. There's a small chance we could see some problems coming along up there. I don't think we will. Having said that, I don't know that there's anything stopping us just walking straight into this place here. So let's send a couple of brigades down there. And some of these tired brigades who've taken a bit of a pasting, and these guys have taken a proper pasting as well. We'll leave them up here. I do feel bad for Jedi's and Bear Box brigades. There's other brigades that have taken the fight. This was one of the... I mean, this was the bloodiest day in American military history. There were some serious casualties in some of the involved brigades. Having said that, there was quite a big chunk of the Union Army didn't get engaged at all, and McClellan was holding back for fear he was outnumbered and he would have been counterattacked. So I thought he was walking into a trap, but he always thought that. Who have we got? We've got B's battery. Let's bring them up. We need to bring them up where they can take effect. Bring the ammunition up as well. Okay, let's play on and see what happens. The fight is not over yet. It absolutely is not over yet. However, we can push down here, I think. We're making such good progress on here. Let's bring Clemens boys in. Dogmeat Brigade now. See what happens when the enemy gets flanked. It just cannot stand against such flanking fire. It's too brutal. Now this has opened up. This has opened up. Let's get the cavalry in here. And what we really want, brigades like this coming across. McGuinness's brigade can come and fill that gap. Swedish Royal Guards, bring them in. Come on, get everyone in. Barclays Brigade, look at this. This is an absolute collapse at this point. Poor Rebs. I honestly feel a bit sorry for them. We've found more. Badger's Brigade. Charge. Maybe shouldn't have done that. Just realised they're going to run away. Never mind. I think we can get at them. I think we can get at them. Oh, we've got quite some forces over here. You were flanked? What by? Right. Go in again and try and charge this time. I think we might... I might risk the skirmishers on the floor. On the floor. And... charge! No. No, I've pressed fall back. I pressed the wrong one. Charge. You need to try and get in there. Go on, Leonidas. Go on, you can do it. Have I clicked charge too early before they were across the river? I think they're going to do it. Is Brown's battery going to... Is it going to get reloaded? I should be watching other things, but I want to see this go in. Are they going to get those cannons? No, they're not. And then the sabering begins. And that's when melee cavalry can be super effective. Okay, yeah, you see the rate of losses there. I mean, artillerymen aren't the best at defending against such a melee attack anyway. But yes, that was... Well done, boys, well done. You got them good there. We're going to see a bit of a problem here, I think. We need to get some better quality or better numbers of troops in this. Come on, there should be things shooting at all these. There absolutely should be. This is where the chaos begins. Can we bring you guys in to help over here, by the way? We've got skirmishers being driven back, which is not surprising. We need to bring artillery down, because this, I think, is going to be a major fight around here. And the Yorkshire Volunteers, let's bring them down, and the Frisians as well. Let's get them in now. I don't want them running. We are going to take some casualties amongst the cavalry, unfortunately. It's always... Oh, wow, okay. Just go across the road, fellas. There's literally nothing. There's literally nothing there. Capture it. Let's see if we can go and cause some more mayhem with Leonidas's men. That is ready for a charge, right? Let's go and see what we can find. The skirmish cavalry are well, yeah. It's not really working in their favour. Cavalry work far better when they are flanking rather than standing in the line. They can stand in the line, don't get me wrong, but we don't really want them to do that. Okay, I need to get in here. The Solstice shooters, bring them down. D's brigade. And there's all sorts of mess going on here that we can't see very well because there's fighting taking place. That's not good. Clemens brigade, come on! I want you guys into this town now. It's suddenly taken on a little bit more urgency. Did we see anything with the? Oh God! Yes, we ran straight into Kemper's brigade. Okay, and that's where melee cavalry is perhaps not quite suited for action. There's enemies down there. We'll let them rally. I'll have to watch that they don't get zapped. Oh God, hang on. Artillery, open fire on that position right away. I see I made lots of small batteries in the 3rd Corps. Robert's men probably doesn't want to be across there. Oh, certainly regretting those actions. What we could do, if we had... Oh my word. Can we get these guys out of here? Right, that seems like I may have made a mistake. Okay, let's get some of these bods and actually put a line forwards, because this is turning into just a mess, an uncontrollable mess, sadly. Let's highlight all that and then put a... Actually, let's put it in like that, ready to advance. I don't think it's going to be a problem, because we're contesting Sharpsburg. We're currently holding it. The St. McCracken's done a fine job. Badger's men have turned up, who are just pounding away at these artillery batteries. And the St. McCracken's, all you might need to do is turn around and shoot them. We've got Clemens brigade on that. The Frisian volunteers, as long as we hold the centre, we hold the stone bridge now. We fought our way across there. We bludgeoned our way across there, I think, is probably the most accurate way of describing that. But that's exactly what we did. Right, now but we are pushing in. Okay, that's great. Well done, fellas, well done. Just keep the line going. That's the way to move, I think. Okay, good stuff. Do I see anything over here? I see enemy artillery. I don't think it's going to be a problem for us. And poor old Leonidas, you did so well. And this is the big risk with melee cavalry. They're great at going and causing trouble. If you don't watch them like a hawk, the enemy will come and attack them, and you will be in an absolute world of hurt, sadly. The Life Regiment Hussars, excellent. You guys are in. You're armed with... Oh, you're armed with melee stuff. Okay, let's see if we can cause some mischief with these. Let's see. What have I got over here? I've got Colts Brigade. I'm really looking for... Oh, it's victory. We're done. Wow. Wow, that was brutal. So, the first day's fighting, it was basically a stalemate. The rebels held their ground. McClellan did have more troops he could put in, but didn't, for whatever his cautious reasons. What he should have done, and what a lot of people thought he should have done at the time, was go for an all-out offensive on day 2. He was horrified by the amount of casualties, but of course Lee's army was similarly battered, and an all-out offensive on day 2 would have been a bloody affair. But McClellan had fresh troops and Lee did not, and it could have ended the Army of Northern Virginia right there, but didn't. So I like the way that the game gives you a time pressure to capture these areas. We can't just sit back and turtle like we can in like other games and just let the enemy come to us. We need to push on, and that is a riskier business that we take more casualties from, sadly. But it's the pressure. We have to attack. It's how armies had to behave historically, and I quite like that feature of the game. So a lot of casualties. We did outnumber them heartily. Actually, these probably aren't that far from historic strengths. I think Lee had a few more men than that. I think he has about 50 to 55,000. Did he? Maybe not. I'll have to have a reread of it. But anyway, we lost 10,000 men, 8 guns and 199 cavalry to their 23,000 men, 100 guns. Wow, we did a lot of damage to their artillery there. 807 cavalry, and of course we captured a load, so that was excellent. So it's a full victory. Jedi's brigade came top. They did take some losses, but got a lot of kills. I've never even heard of Ripley's brigade. You would normally hear of some of these. I mean, I've heard of Armistead and Kershaw and Colquitt. I've heard of all these. These are quite famous commanders. Early, Toombs, Walker, Sanders, Rhodes, Evans. Yes, I've heard of most of those. They didn't even get a look in today. Anyway, officers wounded. There is one. He was a colonel. That's okay. Some people have been promoted through experience. A brigadier general wounded is not great, but it looks like we have some to take their place, so that's okay. And what did we capture? Some 12-pounder Napoleons, captured 13. We got a lot of Lorenz rifles. Okay, so the South has got some better quality rifles. These M&G Type 2 is their own sort of made of muskets. I don't think they're that great. I think they're muskets. We'll have a look afterwards. Sawed-off shotguns were popular amongst some cavalry regiments, actually, for their shock value. I mean, if you've got a horseman running at you, you know he's got 2 barrels of one of those, and you're holding a saber or a pistol, and you don't want a face full of buckshot coming out. It must have been quite intimidating. Close-range melee weapons. We didn't capture any of these, so that's unusual, I think. And we rescue. Oh, we were using all manner of terrible weapons ourselves, by the way, all sorts of old stuff. So let's jump in and see if we can rebuild the army after that. That was an expensive one, but we got given some stuff. So these are rewards. So we got the Iron Brigade. Now we had named something the Iron Brigade. This is the historical Iron Brigade, a 3-star force that actually took part in the war. This is excellent. You notice they're not full strength because compared to us, they're not full strength. Yeah, they were veterans, and veteran units were never at full strength. Hence, the losses, the casualties, the bitter experience of war. But we did get some extra recruits. We got some great reputation. By the way, I spent about 6 points of that trading it in for some 1-star generals before that fight. I did that off stream when I was reorganizing the army. I'll show you some more because we're going to probably spend some of that now. Excellent. I will take that. So that should have gone into the 3rd corps, did it? Or not? Actually, we don't have room for these. So where did the Iron Brigade go? Do you see any 3-star units in there? I don't. Yes, I do. It's there. Oh, I see. We're actually locked to a limit of this much because of our army organization skills, but it's overridden that limit for one that's been forced to us. So this is superb news. Major General John Gibbon, who's the leader of the Iron Brigade, 3 stars. What if I fill them full of rookies? They very quickly lose that experience, which we're not going to do. Because they are legendary. We can get around that by filling them full of veterans, and then the game's idea is that you do this. I'm in 2 minds about it. It is the game mechanic. It's not very historical because you can't exactly buy. Well, technically you might have been able to, because remember, in this period of time, soldiers' enlistments would come up in the Civil War, they might enlist for, at the start, they'd enlist for like 3 months or 6 months or a year. And when that was up, they could go home. But they could re-enlist if they wanted to. And they would be more experienced. So you could argue, yeah, but filling a rank up like that with veterans just because we have the money to feels a bit cheeky. So we're not going to drop to 2 stars. We are going to put them in, and then we're going to look at all the rest of our units. So we'll fill them up to that, but keep the 3 stars because I think that's very important. Also, I think John Gibbon needs a promotion. I want to see if their efficiency drops. So it's at 99. I'm going to put in... oh, I see McClellan on our side is unwounded again. What if I put in a full colonel? He's in reserve. Oh, it does drop quite a bit, doesn't it? Okay. I don't really want to do that. But at the same time... Oh, I don't need to, because what we're going to do is we're going to put John Gibbon in charge of that. Because 2-star generals in charge of brigades, or divisions, I should say, is better. That actually frees up some 1-star generals.
Sir, yes, sir.
And we're going to go to... Oh, it's renamed it? Oh, no, we can't have that. Right, so let's put him in. This is the Iron Brigade. And they earned that name, and I'm not changing that. So, we know what they are. We just... Oh, hang on, that's still not... That's... Right, he doesn't count. So we need that 2-star general then. I think we need that 2-star general. Where's he gone? We get the bonus. Mate, you're coming back. Because we're not dropping to 3. Oh, I might have buggered this up. No, it's okay. He gives the bonus, and that's where we get it from. Okay, I'm going to leave him there, because 3 stars is very nice. I had been moving our generals out once I got to 1 star to train some new ones up. Maybe I shall leave them in. Anyway, first job, we should look at career points. We got a whopping 2 for that. So this is why I went up medicine first, so our losses aren't as bad. We managed to get some back. Army organization, where we could have more brigades per division and all the rest, which is... Actually, we'll have the same number of brigades per division, but what we will get is 2,500 max brigade size, so we could increase that. That'd be a good spend. I'm going to take 1 on that. Logistics is useful because of ammunition, but I'm going to take 1 on politics. I think we probably have enough manpower, but money. This gives us extra income, which is nice. The economy, I would like more of that, but this skill assists to maintain your army well equipped. Does that make a difference? Okay, what we'll do then, we'll go with economy. Reduce the cost of purchasing new weapons. I'm not sure what other than a discount, I don't know what that actually does. So, but we will apply that, and those points are well received. Also, we can go and let's go back to here. We can go into this now and spend some of our fame that we built up. So we could have some 20-pounder Parrots. We could have some of the new 1861 Springfield rifles. Those are expensive. We can trade it in for manpower or money. This isn't an entirely ahistorical thing. Yes, it's a game mechanic. However, it's an odd thing to think, but in the Civil War, generals and armies and governors of states had to almost fight each other for equipment and stuff, or to getting whatever they needed. It wasn't like the unified efforts of World War I and II. Generals were almost in competition with each other for whatever they wanted and the commands they wanted. So it's not too unrealistic to look at this side of things. I don't know what we need, so we won't spend anything just yet. Let's get some troops back on the table. I'm going to start with Frangus's battery, who sadly we lost a lot. We do have some in the army, so this is okay. Can we afford to go straight back up there? No, we can't. Okay. So I can get it back up to 22 guns before we drop down a level. Yeah, so that's my fault for getting them too much into the fight there, sadly. So we've got veteran batteries, but I'm maintaining the 2 stars. Oh, look at Badger's Brigade. They're so close to their 2nd star. If I put that up, we can now go to 2,500, by the way. Do I want to do that? Tell you what am I going to have to do is I'm going to get to about the 2,000 mark, because we might not have enough money to equip all the weapons for everyone to go to 2,500. And whatever money's left over and whatever weapons left over afterwards, then we shall decide. So, you guys need a new commander. Let's put Do you know what? I may as well put the best one that we've got in there and get the biggest Oh, it's so close. I can't wait to see some 2-star soldiers coming onto the battlefield. Jedi's Brigade. These guys took such a pasting. They are also really close, but, you know, that's the price for being a veteran. You've seen some shit. The Ohio Outlaws, I get these guys into fights all the time, but they're winning wars for me. Alright, so the Iron Brigade is what it is. I guess we do want these guys to all level up to 2-star then, just for that efficiency bonus. Trouble is when you lose a 2-star general, it feels like quite the loss. It's because you saw what happened to the Iron Brigade. Right then, so Bear Box Brigade. I mean, our guys they're all leveling up nicely, which is what we like to see. We're getting involved in the fighting. So we'll go for about 2,000, and then we'll see what manpower is left over. And what I'll do is once we get to 2,000, that's fine. We'll do all that on all 3 cores here. Anything extra will be a bonus, and it'll be a nice surprise for you when we start the next battle as well. So I'll do that bit off stream. Let's go up, hopefully. I mean, we're not having to spend too much on rifles at the moment, and we got them at a bit of a discount because I spent something in economy, which is helping. Ben's battery, I think we can get back up to full strength, can't we? Yeah, we can. That's good. Using the 10-pounder ordnance, do we have 20-pounder parrots? We do, but there's only 7 in the shop. I would very much like to do that. It's going to cost 69,000, and there aren't enough. However, I can use that to get some. I don't think it's going to be enough, and it's not for all 24, but yeah, we may as well, if we can upgrade weapons, artillery, we really should. So brilliant, let's get everyone around about this number. These poor guys, that was a brutal fight. Seriously guys, go and look up the history of the Battle of Antietam. It was, or even better, go and watch the film Glory. The opening battle scenes from that were from, or based on Antietam. You don't see a lot of the battle there, but it's good. You do see those white picket fences that we saw on the battlefield. We want to put you guys... Can we go full? Yeah, we can go full. Okay, as long as there's enough of these carbines in the shop. Cascade cannons. How high up can we get you? Excellent. Excellent. We're going to have a full battery of 24-pounders. And there's still some spare in the armory. The sharpshooters. Luckily, there are enough rifles in the shop that we can buy. They're getting a bit expensive. Clemens Brigade, hotly engaged again. We don't have anyone spare, so we're putting in colonels, which they're not underqualified for this job, but we could do with someone better. But this was a reality of Civil War life. There are so few actual generals who led brigades at the start of the war in the early battles who were still in position at the end of the war later on. There was so many losses. I mean, it opened the way for, I guess, other gentlemen to build their names and careers. But there was sometimes... Oh, okay, we can afford to go right up here because we're not losing the experience much. So, D's Brigade is our first one. Oh, and they were doing it with flipping smoothbore muskets. Those guys got in there. I think you guys deserve an upgrade from that. What have we got in the shop? Let's see. We don't have... I mean, these are rebel guns anyway, these Mississippis. Do we have... We have the Lorenz, which is nice. The Enfield. This is the British one. You're going to be the first ones armed with the British Enfield rifle. Are you? Are you? It's actually cheaper than the Springfield. Why is that? 12.5 damage to the same. 340 range, the same. 48, 67, 65. Okay, so it's slightly lower fire rate, slightly better accuracy, slightly better melee, and it's cheaper? Cheap imports, doing away with good domestic products. It's terrible, isn't it? Absolutely terrible. Yes, we're having them. The 1853 Enfield. There's not much in it, but that was the British Army's weapon of choice at the time. 10-pounder ordnance rifles, still pretty good. We've got a nice mix in there. That was just the second core. So Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We've got some good experience building up. Dog Meats Brigade. I dare say the second... Sorry, that was the first corps. I dare say the second corps is going to be more hotly engaged in coming fights. I think we've got the manpower to do this and the money, so... We're probably going to see... I'll do it to 2,000, and then, as I say, you can see it as a surprise at the start of the next battle, where we get to... Where we get to money-wise, because we're having to buy replacement rifles at this point in, because we don't have any more in the armory. Prince of Wales Dragoons with their sharps. Those guys are doing okay. We will keep those at full strength. The new engineers, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this. Oh, it's either the Gotha engineers. It can also be the Goethe engineers or the Gotha engineers. And I'm not going to pronounce any of them for fear of sounding like Swedish Chef from the Muppets. So... The Swedish Engineer Artillerymen, we'll call them. The Excelsior Brigade. Yeah, let's get these guys up. There's by the way, space, folks, there's space for your name in one of these if you would like to. The Nissan Brigade, they were new in. They were new in and they've gone straight up to a star. Oh, I might have renamed them from one of the other named brigades. I can't remember. But anyway, congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Johansson's Brigade. Oh, excellent. Nice. We're going to go for morale and efficiency. I don't think morale is needed, so because we have high fame, and that gives us a morale bonus. So we're going to go with the other one, because it looks like a better deal to me. We've got to maintain that star. Can we get you there? We can get you there. Excellent. We'll try and upgrade from some of these rifles, if we can. Leonidas is... the medics did a good job and get a lot of your men back into the ranks. Do we have enough of the better cavalry weapons? No. See, this is the next... These are the next levels of upgrade for melee cavalry, and we just don't have enough, sadly. Bees Battery with the 12-pounders. You're good. That's fine. Rubes Brigade. The Durham Light Infantry. It was nice seeing all these units coming in at the end there. Swedish Royal Guards. Maximus's battery is looking fine. It's nice when you keep the artillery batteries a little bit back. You don't really want to be taking heavy casualties with them. Nice. Perry's. These are sharpshooters. Guys, if you'd like to command another unit of skirmishers. Doesn't cost you anything. You're welcome to. Do we have enough of the sharp... We won't have enough of the sharps rifles for that. There's no way. By the way, we're starting to see lots of repeating carbines come in here. And the Burnside repeating carbine... Yep, that was actually invented or designed by, or was a joint project by General Burnside. I don't know if he was general at the time, but he worked on that and promoted and sold the Burnside repeating carbine, which was, as for all accounts, a decent weapon. There weren't very popular repeated carbines amongst the high command of the army at the start of the war, for the reason that troops would burn through their ammunition a lot faster. And you think, well, why is that a bad idea? You could pour loads more firepower into an attacking enemy. And yeah, you could. And as several regiments found out, trying to attack a position when the enemy troops, usually cavalry, were held with repeating weapons like this, was hot and dangerous stuff. It was bad. The trouble is, because the ammunition could be burned through pretty quick, you can do a whole lot of damage all at once. Ammunition resupply was a lot more slow and irregular. I mean, typically, I guess you'd have to send someone in the regiment would go and send someone off to go and find the quartermasters and bring up some ammunition from somewhere at the back. And that could be a long time spent, a regiment at the front without ammunition. So if you didn't burn through all the ammunition, yes, you didn't do as much damage straight up, but you could sustain yourself in the field longer. It sounds... I can see the logic in that. It sounds counterintuitive, and I dare say if you were one of the soldiers, you would just want the gun that just cooked off rounds. I mean, that's what we have nowadays, right? But at the time, you could see some sense in the generals not wanting to give too many soldiers these and burning through ammunition. Different considerations entirely, though. But yeah, interesting weapons. So there isn't enough of anything to equip these guys with some more. That's a shame. Where do we get up to then? So we're on to Colt's Brigade, which is one of the new ones. Alright, so we can do this. We'll give them their upgrade. And they're in second corps, so these guys deserve something better than Oh, I mean, there's loads of these Springfields. There's not so many Harper's Ferries, but there's loads of Springfields. Let's do that. 56,000. Yes, these have all got these Springfield muskets. We can sell off old weapons that we don't want. So, these got onto the battlefield, but, I mean, Colt's Brigade must have done some. Must have done some fighting. We've got... I'm going to give them Lorenzes. Didn't cost us anything because we had some in. There's an Irish Brigade in there. Let's do the same. Actually, you can have the Springfields.
Yes, sir.
And there's Wheeler's Artillery. They're armed with 10-pounder Parrots. You're going to get the... Is this the ammunition one? Yeah, I mean, there's some nice bonuses, which we do like. But I'm going to go for the ammo, because that seems to be a massive one. We can spend our cash just to upgrade our supply wagons as well. And then we've got Braxton coming up here with the 12-pounder howitzers, which are kind of obsolete at this point. We might switch him out into 3rd Corps and put another infantry brigade in here. We've got cavalry. We've got plenty of cavalry. Or we could change this for some 12-pounder Napoleons, which are substantially more effective, and there's lots of them. Or even 10-pounder Parrots. Or 10-pounder ordnance. Anything would be substantially better. What else have we got? We've got Maximus with 12-pounders. We've got B's battery with 12-pounders. 10-pounder ordnance. We don't actually have any of the... I mean, there's all sorts of oddities as well. These were breech loaders, I think, these Whitworth rifles. Or was it the James that was a breech loader? I forget which. Rifle cannon uses James patent ammunition. The Whitworth. Rare rifle cannon offers extreme firing range and excellent accuracy. There was one of them, I think it was a Whitworth. It had a very odd-shaped barrel, almost an octagonal barrel. I can't remember, though. Interesting weapons. There's 12-pounder howitzers. Well, actually, should we go for that? Because they are a lot more effective, and we'll see something a bit different. Sure, it didn't cost anything, so we've got something a bit better there. Then into 3rd Corps. I think I will just quickly put the units back in here. We're going to use... Oh, there's someone experienced there. Nice. We might move those up into one of the ones. Oh, but... Will they be experienced by the time I've filled them full of recruits? Well, we're not going to lose a star. That's a rule that we stick to. We don't lose stars. No stars, of course. Oh, there's no... They're using reboard farmers' muskets. Right, let's cancel that. We have a lot of Springfields now. In stock, so it's not going to cost us anything. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Let's stay around that first. 6-pounder field guns. Okay, we can change those. We have a lot of these weak things. I'll see what's left afterwards. We'll try and get some bigger, more usable batteries. Depends. I mean, the captain's skill is not... He can go... Okay, we'll go with 6s. We want to go up to where that efficiency drops. And then we don't want to lose any more than that. Nelson's men. Let's get a few more up. What do you guys think? Oh, did we lose? Oh, no, we didn't lose a huge amount there. They didn't have a lot to start with. Because they're using the Mississippi rifles, I don't think they're ever going to have enough, you know. No, we can go to a maximum of that. So there's going to be 1,000 men in there. I think... Oh, God, the money's actually gone down a bit. Is there anything better that we've got? What about Lorenz? Yeah, I'm going to give them Lorenz because we actually have those in there. And we can actually put them up to a sensible level of that as well. Life Regiment Hussars, we can put those up to maximum. We've got more 12-pounder howitzers. Well, I guess we'll sort the artillery out afterwards. Hoke's men. Logan's. Luckily, these guys didn't lose too many, and they're cheap and affordable. Roberts. Cook and Brother, there won't be many of those. Is this a time to change this? These aren't great things at all, by the way. I just use this to use up ammunition. There must be, like, so many better weapons that we could put in. There's lots of Sharps 1855s, which I might put those in. I think that would be far better. And we've got lots of Smiths. Actually, there's loads of Smiths. We can equip that almost out the armory without spending any money. So let's not have terrible weapons. We can sell off the terrible ones. Oof! Big hit, right. Put a colonel in there. To try and reduce that efficiency penalty. I've gone too big. Okay, I've increased them too big too fast. Okay, let's just get these guys over 2k.
Sir, yes, sir!
Majors leading big things. Okay, they'll level up, so that's fine. They're going to have an efficiency penalty, but they will level up. Okay, so we're going to take a quick look at the next battle map. We are into... Which one is this? This is the Winter 1862 campaign. Okay, right. This is going to lead to two things. It's going to end with the Battle of Fredericksburg. You know, we said we were going to meet old General Burnside again. Well, after the Battle of Antietam, where McClellan just refused to push, Lincoln got utterly fed up with him, not for the first time, and replaced him with General Burnside, whose Waterloo was the Battle of Fredericksburg. This is a battle, as a Union commander, I do not want to fight. If I could take one out of the game, it would be this one. So that gives you a bit of idea of what we're going to be up against. We're going to fight the Battle of Iuka. This is in September 62. And also the Battle of Perryville. So this was actually... This was not... this is a different campaign altogether. It's not the one I thought it was going to be. Actually, it should be for the timeline. This was where General... who was it? Generals Braxton Bragg and Kirby Smith, I think, led a Confederate incursion into Kentucky, which ended at the Battle of Perryville, which wasn't exactly a defeat, but led to the South being turfed out of Kentucky for the second time. So an interesting one. It's going to be something different over there, and an absolute monster of a fight coming up here. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. We shall see what happens, and we shall see what we can upgrade on this one. And if you want to be in the army, just let me know in the comments, and we'll get you in there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.